Hello artist, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm bringing you a complete guide on how to draw a circle. This is something people have been asking me a lot in recent tutorials, so if you also struggle with this, today I'm going to show you 5 ways to draw a perfect circle. If you want to learn realistic drawing and stop feeling like your drawings aren't improving, I recommend checking out the introduction class to my drawing course. There, you'll unlock your skills once and for all using the construction routine technique, the best method for learning realistic drawing. Take a look at the link in the description or in the first pinned comment. The first example I'm going to show you, we're going to draw a circle. We're going to make circular hand movements to simulate a circle. And the idea here is to go over the motion several times, gradually putting the pencil on the paper until the lines start to show. After that, all we'll have to do is create the circle based on those guidelines. As we can see, there are several lines inside, and many of them lean more to one side than the other. So what we have to do is trace over the lines that are more accurate and help shape the circle better. And voila! The second example I'm going to show you, the second method, is drawing a circle using your finger as an axis. You estimate about the size of the circle you want, for example, a 2-finger width for half the circle. Place your finger on the paper, the one that will serve as the axis, and all you have to do is touch the pencil tip to the paper and rotate the paper until it meets the other side of the line. In this case, I didn't meet the line perfectly, but you can see how round it turned out. It's a matter of practice. So you can keep practicing until you find the best position and the best way to rotate the paper and connect the lines perfectly. The more you practice, the better you'll get. If you want a larger circle, all you have to do is increase the number of fingers. If you were using 2 fingers, try using 3 or 4 this time, and you'll get a bigger circle. Time for the third example. And for this third example, instead of using your hand as an axis, you can use, for instance, a pencil as an axis. Let's say you have a central point where you want to draw a circle around. All you have to do is hold 2 pencils in a crossed position and use one as the axis. Place it right in the center where you want your circle to go around and rotate the paper, just like we did with our hand in the previous example. And look how cool that turns out. After that, just continue the drawing you were planning to do. And if you want to make a smaller circle, you'll just need to hold the pencils closer together when crossing them. Just be careful not to make the same mistake I did at the end. Now let's go to method 4. This method I'm going to show you is kind of wild, and it requires you to draw a square in order to draw the circle. I'll show you this more as general knowledge. Try to draw a square, the most perfect one you can, do your best. Now if you really can't draw a square at all, I'll need to make a video. So let me know in the comments if you want a video on how to draw a square, who knows, right? If people requested this circle video a lot, maybe there are people really interested in learning how to draw a square, and I'll make it. After drawing the square, we're going to make a little dot in the middle of each side of the top line. We'll divide it with a center dot on the left side, the right side, and the bottom as well. We're going to split each side exactly in the middle. So do your best to get it well centered. After that, we're going to connect the dots in the middle of each line, forming another square. Also try your best to make the lines nice and clean. After making this inner square, we'll do the same thing we did with the bigger square. We'll divide each side again. Yep, we're doing that here too. And now, with those divisions, we're going to connect them to the corners of the first square we drew. Pretty cool. Now we're going into the final stage of these lines. We're going to create divisions between each of those lines that are connecting to the corners of the first square. Repeat it like you see in the video. Perfect. Now we're ready to start drawing the circle. What we're going to do is connect those regions we just divided, the ones that touch the corners of the first square and align with the corners of the second square. So we'll go right through those regions you see marked in the video. Let's go ahead and start drawing the circle. Begin by going over those marked areas we made and follow along as you observe or work on your own paper. That's exactly how it's done, and now all we have to do is smooth out the parts of the circle that look a bit flat. Pretty cool, look how it turned out. Now, all we have to do is isolate the circle by erasing all the guidelines we made in the beginning. So grab your eraser, and let's erase all those lines, the squares, and the other lines we made as guides for this circle. And check out the result. Pretty cool, right? There are many ways to construct a circle, and I could spend hours showing all kinds of methods. So this is one of the ways I can show you to help you understand how to use your creativity to reach a nice result. So let's move on to method 5. Method 5 is doing it using pointillism. That way, you get a quick idea or preview of how your circle is going to look. Then you go over the parts that look right, and for the parts that don't, you can adjust with your pencil afterward. These are some of the simplest ways to draw circles. There are plenty of other ways, like I said, and you need to keep practicing. I've practiced, and I know I can draw this type of circle. It's easy for me now because I've practiced a lot, especially back when I didn't even know realistic drawing existed. As you know, the focus of this channel is realistic drawing, so for that reason I need to say, drawing a clean circle freehand won't help with realistic drawing. It will help you when you start doing freehand sketches, okay? But it won't make your drawing realistic. It'll only help your freehand sketching down the line. So if your dream is to learn to draw like me and create realistic drawings but you don't know how to draw a circle, don't worry, you don't need it. This video was more for fun, and because it's drawing, a lot of people have been asking in the comments, since in previous videos I've made circles to show examples of realistic drawing within them, right? A lot of people were asking me to show how to draw a circle, so that's why I made this, just for fun. But when it comes to the channel's main goal, which is to teach you how to make realistic drawings, this doesn't really add anything to make your drawing look like a photo. Not to mention that if you ever need to draw a perfect circle, you can just use an object. No shame in that. No problem at all. Now, if you landed on this video and don't want to learn realistic drawing, maybe you do manga or cartoon or other styles, then yeah, it's definitely helpful to learn these techniques and get better control over your hand when drawing lines and strokes and so on, okay? So I've given you the info. For realism, it's not necessary. And check out how our circle turned out. Pretty nice, right? Just a reminder. I make these videos to help you, so if it helped, I think it's worth a like down below, right? So, did you like the video? If yes, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and to not miss any new content here, make sure to turn on notifications. That way you'll always get notified when I post a new video. And also consider signing up for the course, the Drawing Booster, if you want to learn how to make realistic drawings along with me. The link is in the description.